The U.S. economy has about 11 million fewer jobs than it did before the pandemic. But some companies are hiring for the holiday season right now.
And some workers are bypassing seasonal jobs in hopes of landing a permanent position. But as our Keenan Smith tells us, a temporary position can be the way into a great company.
With millions of workers looking for a job, competition for full-time employment can be fierce. But lots of companies are hiring. They're hiring for the holidays, and that seasonal work can be your foot in the door. Here's how to turn a seasonal gig into a permanent job. It's that time of year in industries all over. The work is piling up. With the holidays coming, Amazon's hiring 100,000 new associates. UPS, 100,000. FedEx, 70,000. Accounting is bracing for end-of-year taxes, and Human Resources is prepping for open enrollment, and they can all use a hand. But many of these jobs are seasonal, and they'll go away after a few months, but some can turn it into a permanent position.
It totally depends on your work ethic.
Trisha Plovey is Senior Regional Vice President with Robert Half, a staffing agency. She's based in Oakland County. Plovey says to turn a short-term assignment into a permanent job, apply early. Be prepared to ace the interview, and then make your intentions known.
And letting them know that, while you're willing to accept, temporary or seasonal work, your goal is to, hopefully get a permanent job with their organization.
Of course, then you have to back it up. Treat the whole assignment as a continuous interview. Punctuality and attendance are critical. But to stand out from the crowd, raise your hand. Ask for extra work when you're done with your current task. That'll give you a leg up on the competition. Plovey says, also, observe the written and unwritten rules of the culture and nurture relationships with your coworkers.
That's critical, too, because you want alliances in that organization. You want people to, recommend you if a permanent role comes open.
And don't lose hope if you still haven't latched on by the end of the assignment. If you've been a standout employee, you still have a chance.
Maybe they are hiring for something else in their company. And by you asking about those other opportunities, it could open some other doors.
And if you do separate from the company, leave on good terms. Hiring is always a gamble, but as a known quantity, you'll be much less of a risk. And don't forget, keep in touch with your manager and HR.
And it'll show them how much you care about that employer and the work that you did and that you want to be a part of that. And they'll keep you in mind.
Those are some of the do's. Here are some of the don'ts. Don't approach this with the mentality of a short-timer, and don't just do the bare minimum. You're trying to impress. You're trying to get a full-time job. And never, ever look for your next gig while you're at work. Keenan Smith, 7 Action News.